And so we have here who I assume is another feminist. And this time it's a different twist, not your normal feminist stuff. This is Blue J. And her video is entitled Sex Isn't a Crime. Now, of course, she's talking about consensual sex, so I don't have to beat that, right? Obviously, non-consensual sex is a crime. But she's saying consensual sex isn't a crime. And we have equal reproductive rights in this country.
Hi guys, it's Jay. So it's been a while since I made a pro-choice video, but I've been posting a lot about it on my Instagram account, and I feel like I want to make another one.
We were all waiting. All 123 of your subs.
So one of the arguments that anti-choicers often make...
Anti-choicers? No. I think anti-choicers would prefer that you make the choice prior to getting pregnant. With the availability of birth control at an all-time high in the history of mankind, still 750,000 women get themselves knocked up and have to have them abortions. You know what I mean? You have all the choice in the world. Just make the choice before you have sex. Is that really that difficult of a situation?
Is that women who don't want to have children shouldn't have sex because then they won't get pregnant and then they won't need abortions.
But men who claim, you know what, I'm not ready to be a father, I don't want anything to do with that child, well, he just shouldn't have had sex then. Double standards. If we didn't have them, you'd have none at all, would you, Blue Jay?
And it doesn't make sense. In a pregnancy, the choice of what to do is always and forever 100,000% the woman's choice.
And it's her responsibility to not get pregnant. What do you mean, James? It takes two to tango. Yes. And she has all the power to say, yes, I'm going to have sex with you, and no, you're not going to put it in without having a condom. So she has all the choice, but none of
the pregnant person's choice. If your body is not the one that's actually pregnant, you don't have the power.
Pregnant person's choice? Come on now.
Or the right to make a decision about that body.
But women do have the right to make a decision about my wallet. If I decide I'm not ready to be a father, doesn't fucking matter, does it? No. 18 years of child support. Well, if you're a man, if you didn't want to have a baby, you shouldn't have had sex.
And I say that because I want to make it clear that fathers, the people who the person who got the other person pregnant.
You see how I love the way these people think. It's fantastic. A woman is only an object when they find it convenient. You notice what she said. When he got her pregnant. As if she was passive. She had nothing to say. Nothing to do with the decision to have sex. He got her pregnant. They don't say she got pregnant. No. He caused it to happen. She has no agency. Don't you love these freaking feminists?
Don't have the right to force a woman to keep a pregnancy or to terminate it.
Well, why do you have the right then to extract 18 years worth of child support? If that man does not if he doesn't want to be a father, and you decide you want the child, why should he have to pay? Reproductive rights. We have none, men.
No one has the right to do that. Even if you helped make the child, if you're not the one who's debating giving up 10 months of your life to a painful and physically, mentally taxing, draining, expensive, life-changing event, you don't have a say.
Why are you making having a child sounds like it's a fucking disease? A lot of women love being pregnant, love having babies. Sure, there's some pain involved. I was told the stories about my mother being in labor, for 27 months before I was born. My ex-wife was in labor for approximately 30 minutes. So, hey, whatever.
I just want to make that clear. In a situation where a man gets a woman pregnant.
There she goes again. It's not she became pregnant. She got pregnant. She did something. No. She has no fucking agency. Completely the responsibility of the man. When, in a consensual situation, she has to agree to it. Oh my God.
The man does not have the right to tell a woman what to do with her body.
But you have the right to tell him what to do with his wallet. That's not really equality, is it? Isn't that what feminism is all about, Blue Jay? Equality with rights and everybody's equal. I guess maybe it depends.
That being said, I want to go back and address the don't have sex argument.
You say that only applies to men. If you didn't want to be a father, you shouldn't have had sex. But no, for women, no, of course not. That's different.
that anti-choicers just keep throwing at me.
We would just prefer you make your choice before you have sex. Wouldn't that just uncomplicate, unfuck a lot of things? You don't have to worry about getting pregnant. You know, if he uses a condom, you don't have to worry about HPV and scabies and whatever the hell else other incurable STD is floating around lately. Make the choice beforehand, okay?
Because the thing is, it is constantly targeted towards women.
What? I could probably find 10,000 freaking videos that'll say if he didn't want to become a father and take on that responsibility, he shouldn't have had sex.
If you didn't want to be pregnant, you should have kept your legs closed.
Well, I mean, that is the surest, 100% most guaranteed way of not getting pregnant. Absolutely.
And I wonder how it's even possible to not see how absurdly misogynistic that is. Because
How absurdly misandrist is it when you say the same thing to men?
I'm here to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Sex is not a crime. Point blank.
Yeah.
And that is a good thing. In America, at least, having sex with someone that you're not married to is not a crime. You can't get thrown in jail for that.
If you don't pay child support, you can. Something most women will never have to deal with. If it don't affect you, you don't care, do you?
Or in any way is legally punished for that.
If you don't want to be a father and she wants that baby and you don't pay your child support, you could be thrown in jail. You seriously cannot be this ignorant.
And that is a good thing because we recognize bodily autonomy and we recognize how oppressive and humiliating and dystopian it is to have the government in control of our bodies.
In what way is the government in control of your body? The government is telling you to have sex or not have sex. Or there are a couple of regulations, like if you're going to get an abortion, get it a few weeks or a couple of months before it's coming out of your vagina. Is that such an imposition?
We've moved past the Puritan age. Okay?
Government, stay out of my bedroom, except when you want to give me free birth control. Then give it to me, because I want you in my vagina, if you're paying for that.
This isn't the Scarlet Letter anymore. No one can get in legal trouble for having sex.
Unless he doesn't want the baby and he doesn't want to pay child support.
Sex is not a crime. So here's the thing, saying that women who have casual sex and then get pregnant by accident shouldn't be allowed an abortion.
I don't think anybody's saying that at this point. Maybe some people, I don't know who's saying that.
Makes no sense, especially if there's no legal repercussions for the man as well.
I've said it a dozen times already. If he doesn't want that baby and you do, he's fucked legally. So when you say there are no legal repercussions, you are you're a misinformed little turd.
Sex isn't a crime. Women are allowed to have one-night stands. Women are allowed to have casual sex. Women are allowed to enjoy sex. Women are allowed to have sexual freedom just like men.
How about sexual responsibility? How about that?
So saying that women shouldn't have sex if they...
That's right. Women cannot be blamed for anything or asked to be responsible for anything, even their own choices.
They don't want to get pregnant is putting all of the blame on the woman because you know what? Men are allowed to have one-night stands too. Men are allowed to have and enjoy casual sex. Societally, men have sexual freedom.
Oh, that's really fucking hilarious. Because if a man is going to have sexual freedom, there's got to be a woman on the other end of it if he's heterosexual. So I...
But women don't, which
oh my God.
makes no sense because a lot of the time they're having sex with each other.
Yeah, they kind of would have to, wouldn't they?
But if an accident happens, who's getting blamed? Whose fault is it?
It's both of their responsibilities, except he has no say in the matter. He has no choice. You do understand that, right?
It's just the woman's, apparently. She's the only one who should have stayed pure.
And he shouldn't have put his dick in if he didn't want to be a father. Oh my God, this is fucking absurd, people. This woman votes. Link below. James Maxwell, thank you for listening.